Introduce yourself, your name, and that you're going to conquer the wheel.
Yes, my name's David Churchill. I was born and raised in Denver, Colorado, and I'm going to conquer the wheel.
Tell us briefly about your life. What do you do for a living?
Right now, I am in telecom, and I design fiber optic designs and layouts.
Do you have any pets?
Yes, I have a pet. This is my little doggy, Arlo. I named him after a musician, Arlo Guthrie, and he's a King Charles. And he's 6 years old. I was a Boy Scout for 4 years, and I went on a backpack trip for a 60-mile backpack trip. Learned how to survive and did a lot of camping and fishing and hiking. After that, I went in the Marines for 4 years, 18 years old, and I was trained as a missile gunner, shoot down aircraft, and also as a security guard for a school that taught jet pilots how to handle nuclear weapons. I did various
Have you ever worked with FEMA?
Yes, I worked for, well, I was working as an engineer for the federal government. I worked for FEMA, and I helped do some write-ups and reports for after hurricanes and earthquakes. And in fact, I was in a few experienced a few hurricanes.
Were you involved with Hurricane Fran?
Yes, I was Hurricane Fran. I was in North Carolina, and that was a good experience.
Okay. Where did you work with earthquake victims?
I helped earthquake victims in Northern California for FEMA, and went to their houses and assessed the damage. A lot of them went through a lot of trials and tribulations.
Did you have long, hard physical activity at the as a security guard at the nuclear missile site?
It was kind of difficult because it was only one way in and one way out, and I had to wear ear protection and lung protection.
From the radioactivity?
Yeah, I probably experienced some radioactivity. It was probably very minimal.
Okay. Did you find any extraterrestrials while you're at the...
No extraterrestrials, but E.T. was there. And he gave me some advice.
Okay. Are you still involved in piloting or flying, or?
Not pilot anymore or scuba diving, but I can't do those activities. It's just not able to do them now. I haven't done them lately.
Okay. What types of planes have you flown?
I've flown small airplanes, general aviation like Cessna and Beechcraft and Mooney.
Let's see. You studied geology in Colorado?
Yeah, I went to school for a geology degree. I have 2 degrees, geology and mechanical engineering. Got the geology degree first, and then I worked as a well site geologist, as a mud logger for a well site in Greeley, Colorado.
Okay.
And then after that, I was a mechanical engineer for 20 years, and that's what they built power plants, dams, projects.
Okay. In the military, were you on the pistol team, and did you do competition?
Yes, I was in the military. I was expert pistol, and also did some spelunking and scuba diving. Also, I had a bivouac that was at night, and there's no flashlights or compasses or any kind of navigation equipment. We just had to trek through it.
Okay. Be honest about your strengths and your weaknesses when it comes to surviving on your own in the wild.
My strengths are I don't give up. I'm very tenacious. I'm able to figure out problems and figure out solutions to any kind of problem. And a weakness, I'd probably be very susceptible to being frustrated. So I need to go through that and to work through the problem.
Very good. convince us that you are adaptable and determined enough to do this.
Being adaptable and determined. One time I was in a rafting trip, and I fell out, and it was very difficult to swim to shore. So I did my best to swim to shore, and I swear I thought I was going to die, but I survived, and this big guy helped pull me out of there, and I made it.
Is there anything else that we should know about you? Anything unique?
I'm also a musician and a private pilot. I was a private pilot, but I had about a couple of 100 hours in. I've been a scuba diver and a snorkeling, a lot of different sports. Played a lot of volleyball and baseball and college sports.
Have you ever been spelunking, caving?
Yes, also been spelunking and caving. That was another sport I was involved in, going underground caves with just a flashlight, and that's about it.
Okay.
I was also a geologist, and I worked as a geologist on a gas well site in Colorado for about a month.
What's this clearance pass you have at the
I used to work on the Nevada test site, which is north of Las Vegas, and they drilled a 25-foot diameter hole in the mountain, and they're going to store nuclear waste in there, and I did some geology field work. I'm a musician. I play piano, and I have a couple awards here.
Let's see, I don't know if it's picking. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is Best Piano Instrumental.
Through Academia.
Best Jazz Instrumental Song.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
While I was working for the federal government, for FEMA, there is an award for working with the Northern California floods. I have other awards too, if I could find them.
All right, and then are these your access badges
Yeah,
here?
these are my access badges
Okay.
for while I was working at the Nevada test site as in northern Las Vegas, and that's why I worked as a geologist in the 25-foot diameter hole there. They built to store nuclear waste. Okay. And show my various. Here's my various camping equipment: snorkeling gear, boots, shoes. No shoe. Did a lot of snowshoeing. My big sleeping bag, camping stove, boots.
Is this your military helmet?
Oh yeah. I was in the Marines for 4 years, and here's one of my helmets. Of course, it doesn't fit very well. As you can see, I could adapt to any environment. I have plenty of warm clothes. I can play Indiana Jones, if possible.